great. It has been a while. We got the lower sirens, which is the Thunderbolt 500, new 500, old 500, modulator, and then we got the Tallies, which is the old Hurricane 2001 SDL10, and now we got the tallest one, which is all the way up there. Yeah, we got the freaking new Hurricane up there. It just gotten taller. It just gotten taller. Right. And there's still the little choppers right there. There's the freaking chopper from the new Hurricane, and there's the chopper that I first 3D printed. But yeah, anyways, let's just do a little order of sirens that are currently still working, they barely fixed anything, sirens that are having problems right now, and sirens that I'm like that are sirens that are having problems and I'm currently fixing them, and sirens that are being built, like literally work in progress sirens. All right, let me just get some sirens out of the way real quick. All right, you see these 3 sirens? These are the sirens that are currently working, where they don't have any problems, they're still okay, which is new 500, modulator, and the SDL10, which is actually right there. But yeah, possibly not going to test the modulator, because apparently, it's literally just a speaker, that's all. But I'm probably going to test these 2, which is the freaking new 500. Why did you turn away? Okay. And here, let's move the tripod. And the SDL10, which is so tall. Well, not really tall compared to the freaking Hurricane. But yeah. I'm probably going to start with the 500 though. Come here. Let me move the choppers out the way real quick. Oh my gosh. There you go. Hope it's not gonna be as loud though. I forgot the batteries, man. Shoot, where are the no, never mind. Here are the batteries. Okay, I just did something incorrect. Okay, no, found them. There you go. I meant the SDL10's batteries. My bad. Anyways, like I said, I just smacked the freaking SDL10. Like I said, magnet just closing the thing right there. You can see the batteries in there. Let's go test this dang thing now. I hope it would still not struggle on me. What I mean is, like, literally, the battery, whenever I try to remove the battery, it keeps on, like, freaking... Right there, that's what I mean. I'm not even gonna rotate it. Yep, told you. Right now, it's just because of the wires. Sometimes I have to fiddle around with the wires, just like... right there. There you go. Now it sounds healthy. I'm not even moving, fine. I'm just gonna move it just... There you go. I just gotta fiddle around with the wires. So yeah. This one doesn't have actually problems. It's just the wires, that's all. I could just fiddle around with them. So, yeah, just gotta fiddle around with the wires and it will be fine. And now it's time for the SDL10, actually. If you guys could hear, my 3D printer is actually up here. It's 3D printing a horn for a work in progress siren, which basically is where I am working on a siren. Anyways, let me go start this SDL10 real quick. Do this, and then I think I should tilt up the camera just a little bit. Yep, you need to back up SDL10. Back up for a little bit. There you go. There you go. I think that should work. Don't mind the curtain. Alright. Come on. There you go. Oh no, I feel like the freaking phone is gonna fall. There you go. Much better. Much better. Alright. Connect it. It works! I think these batteries are old, probably. Alright. I forgot that I accidentally switched off the batteries, so these batteries are actually old batteries. Even though they do look the same as the batteries that it originally had, no, there are some certain batteries where the freaking juice is very low. I hope you guys know what I mean by that. But anyways, those are the sirens that are currently working. Let me go bring back the modulator, actually. So yeah, those are the P9. Let me just turn them around so that makes it look cleaner. Yeah. So yeah, those are the sirens that are currently working. The thing is not in shot. Okay, now let me go bring in the sirens that are having problems. Alright. So, you see, it may look like there's only 2 guys, but in reality, there's actually 5. Look, we got the old 500 Thunderbolt, 2001, old Hurricane, and the new Hurricane. I am not moving the new Hurricane. It's just perfect on the blower, and apparently that's one of the problems. But right now, I'm not going to talk about the problems yet. So let's just talk about the problems on this one, which is the shortest one right now. The problem about this Thunderbolt is, it's actually falling apart. And I'm trying so hard. It's just, yeah. And the other problem is it's having rubbing problems. It has rubbings on the freaking, like, chopper. Like, the chopper is rubbing on the rotor tube. But right now, it still actually works. So, yeah. Okay, let me go put you back there. Next one is the old 500. Why was I about to say new 500? No, old 500. You guys might saw the community post that I did, like, a few months ago, where I finally fixed the new 500. Old 500? Well, apparently the problems came back. The problems is literally the battery compartment and the wires. It's not like the same problem as the new 500. The old 500 is actually having so much problems. Literally. It's just not the same to the new 500 because apparently the battery compartment is actually terrible. Even though it's a new battery compartment, it's still not nice. And apparently the wires are very short in there. It's not as long as the new 500's wires. So, yeah. And also, it has an old motor, too. So, that's why it's also having another problem, too. And also, you can kind of see a little bit of the chopper. You can't see, but you can see the stator, and you can kind of see a little bit of the chopper. Alright. You turn that way. Now, we're moving on to the tall ones. I am not risking moving them. But, here. You know what? I'm just going to bring up the camera to it. You see this tall boy right here, right? You see the 2001? You could already see the problem, guys. You could literally see the... Yeah, look at this thing. It's literally just loose. Apparently the 2001 fell, and apparently the placement of, like, where the motor and chopper are connected, it broke off from the stator. So, yeah, it's just dangling right now. It still works, though. It's just I gotta glue this back on. And also, the other problem is its battery compartment, too. It's always the battery compartments. And now, let's move on to the twins. I'm calling them twins, even though they don't look like twins. But I'm just gonna call them twins. Old Hurricane. So, the old Hurricane actually had, quite a fair amount of problems. Like, I believe 3. Yeah, I believe 3. Okay, so the first problem is its blower. Apparently, the blower originally ran on AAAs, which you guys know what happened. AAAs don't last very long, actually, because I had to use 4. It's like the blower already had, like, it used so many batteries already. Like, it originally used 4 C batteries, and now it's using, like, and then it originally used 4 AAAs, and now I finally upgraded the freaking blower to where now it runs on 4 AA's, which AA's actually last longer. Did the thing break? Oh, no. So, yeah, right now it's healthy, but, yeah. But that's not even the problem, though. Well, it is still the problem. The problem is this top one up here. The Hurricane is actually slowly dying because apparently the motor's wires are literally too long. And the only way to, like, make it run really fast is by either, like, putting a bunch of batteries, not wires, putting a bunch of batteries together to make the motor run faster, or just shortening the wires, because it's like having so much resistance, like almost like tinfoil. And let me just stand up for this, because apparently I am not tilting up the camera. Now it is the new Hurricane. So the problem is actually the motor too. The motor is actually in there, but I didn't even bother. Horn, it's also the horn too, because apparently this hurricane actually fell so many times. Look guys, look, you see this? You see this? It fell 5 times. The first time it broke its horn, and then the second, third, and fourth time, it literally just made the horn. Look, the horn was strong, but it just made the horn wobbly every time it just fell. So then, the 5th time that it fell, it look. So look, after the 4th time, it was like a couple of days later. It's where I decided to just rip off the horn and just fixed it. I did it on stream too. So, yeah, but now when it dropped the 5th time, it just made the horn wobbly again. So I might have to rip off the horn and fix it again. But yeah, the blower also too, because apparently this thing right here. Remember, I'm using a mattress blower. I'm trying to make this thing like removable, and apparently it keeps on falling because apparently it's already used up already. Because of probably the amount of weight. But this thing is actually not that heavy though. Let me try to yeah, it's just not that heavy. It's just cardboard everywhere. But the only things that are 3D printed is just on the inside of this, the rotor tube, which is basically the stator and the chopper. But yeah, the blower is also a problem because apparently it moves around in there too, making it a much worse problem too. So yeah. Oh yeah, and also I like to note that both the Hurricanes, they don't have any battery compartments because apparently the battery compartments are trash on them, literally. I tried to fix the old Hurricane's battery compartment. It originally ran on AA's. AA's, I meant. AA's, literally. And now the wires are just dangling like that. So I'm converting this Hurricane into running on AA's now. And this Hurricane originally ran on AA's, and I'm still making it run on AA's, but apparently wires are still being a problem too. So yeah, now let's go back to ground level. Oh my gosh, why is this thing in the way? Oh no. Yeah, those are the sirens that have problems. It's just most of the sirens that are having problems. Literally, most of the sirens that I made, guys, it's literally the ones that are having problems. While the only ones that are not having problems is just 3. When I mean 3 is each of the other ones are 3, literally. What I mean is the sirens that are currently working, like they don't have any problems, which is the SDL10, new 500, and the modulator. That's 3. And then the work in progress sirens where they're actually being made, that's also 3 too. What? That's also 3 also. Yeah. So yeah, those are the sirens that are having problems. Now, let's move on to the sirens of where they are currently being built. Alright. Okay, alright. So, it may look like there's nothing, guys. It may look like, wait, where are the sirens that are being built? Well, the sirens that are being built is one that I showed in the community post. Well, 2, actually. This one right here. This is a Model 2T. Yes, I've been specific now. It's a 2T, because apparently it's a dual tone. Yeah. Anyways, let me go test this real quick. I hope these batteries still work, man. If it doesn't work, oh my gosh. There you go. There you go. That's the 500. And now, let's move it back. Did I just say 500? I meant Model 2, guys. Model 2T. You can see I'm just struggling, man. But yeah. Anyways, the next siren is basically still not figuring it out of what siren should it be. It's this siren right here. This one is an 812 port chopper, actually. And I am still not sure whether it's going to be a P50 or a Cyclone. I know there's other 812 port chopper sirens, but I'm just going for one of those two. And it actually does work too. I'm not sure if it's going to work on this test right now. If it doesn't work for me, oh my gosh. Please. All right, just the camera down so that you could kind of see. You could kind of just see the freaking intake is like that. But right now, that's just temporary. Let me go test this real quick. Come on, wire! Ah! This is going to take a while now. Oh, no, never mind. It just worked. Okay, thanks. Okay. Bro, didn't I just say that you just got your rubbings fixed and now you're not... Okay. It seems like we got another problem. Let's just put this where the sirens that are having problems now. Come on. Oh my gosh. It's actually not as loud because apparently the freaking ports, the freaking holes are literally way too small, just like the 2001. And now let's go bring in the Siren. If you guys saw in the start of the video of where I showed the 3D printer, well, it's 3D printing a horn for this Siren. More likely, I got 3D print 22 horns. And guess what? I hope that 22 would mean something. This is a 2T22, guys. Not a 3T22. I'm not figuring out the solenoids. It's a 2T22. And look, I also measured this, guys, in Tinkercad. And this is going to be 9.4 inches tall. And just to let you know, it's like, its height is literally the same as the length of a Nintendo Switch. So yeah, there's a literal scale right there. But also, I would like to note that since there's also an intake hole on the bottom, I might have to just carry it and just test it like this with only one battery, because apparently I can't lay it down, because apparently if I were to lay it down, it's gonna cause some rubbing problems, like literally, like right there. I can't even forget right there. Look, guys, if I lay it down, there's like rubbings, and then if I just put it like this, it's fine. So yeah, let me go test it. Let me go try to carry it. There you go. Come on, just tilt the camera up just once, please. Thank you. Let me try to get it in shot now. Let me just try to get the battery on. Get it on that wire. And now let's go test it now. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's actually pretty loud. I think I just spoke gibberish right there. But I think it's going to be louder if I add the horns. And man, I can't believe it that I had the 3D print 22 horns. But yeah, it would have been sounding so much more better if it had like 2 batteries. But right now, I gotta have to carry it like this. And apparently, it's not going to connect though. I'm going to have to like carry it some sort of way. So it would just be so complicated. But yeah, those... Oh my gosh. So yeah, and I also like to note that since it works like this and it can't work like this or this, I also like to note that it's also... What? I also like to note that I finally figured out something. The 12 port is actually on top and the 10 port is actually on the bottom. Imagine I just made the motor upside down and put the 10 port up here. Look. Right there. Look. Look. You can see. Look. Right there. Yeah, right there. Look. It's rubbing. Look. I'm going to hold it right here. Look, guys. Look. You see that? I'm spinning it. Nothing. But then, look. If I just try to... Look. Yeah, it's just having too many rubbing problems. So, yeah. That's what I mean, guys. That's what I mean. So, yeah. This is basically where the freaking thing... what am I saying? The sirens are being worked right now. We got the freaking Model 2T. It may look like it's finished, but it's actually not finished yet. It's just almost done, that's all. It just needs a battery compartment. And, of course, for these two. Still not whether which one is going to be that one. Probably going to be a Cyclone. And this one is a 2T22. Yeah. Those are the 3 work in progress sirens. Let me go bring in the 3 sirens that are okay, which is the modulator, new 500. Oh my gosh, the horn is in the way. And the SDL10. Let me just try to get it in shot. Let me just put it right here and then just bring it up like this. And then the sirens that are having problems is they're all right here. Look, Thunderbolts, old 500, old Hurricane, 2001, and the new Hurricane up there. Very tall. But yeah. So, sorry if I haven't been posting. Like, what I mean posting is, sorry I haven't been posting a video because it's been a month. Alright. Alright. Now it's time to go clean up all of this. And I gotta work on some of the sirens. Alright, guys. Bye!